Hey guys, it's Anna here, back with some Pokemon Draft League fun stuff. Um, Today I'm finally bringing you UTA. I think I've hinted this in the past, but I am participating in UTA Season 5, and there were 3 divisions, and I would put in the beginner one, I guess. Out of the 3, it's the least skilled. So, I mean, there was a lot of weird picks this draft. As you can see, I drafted this first. So, yeah, this is definitely going to be a weird season, I think, because of just the mons that were picked and in my opinion, some of the coaches. And it's going to be really strange. It's going to be really weird, but I have high hopes for this season. I love Tapu Koko. I've only used it a couple of times, for maybe a few times this season. It's one of my favorite Pokemon to use in Draft League, and I finally have another chance to use it because I had the first pick in the draft, which is exciting. But I'm also going to be doing power rankings because, I mean, I don't know. I've been playing draft for about a year, so, I mean, and I think I have some good thoughts. I don't know. I'm not the most experienced player, but I'll say. So let's talk about my draft though. First off, we are the Detroit Piranha plans. Finally, I get to use the logo in my banner. So yeah, I'm really usually when I use a new logo, because I make all my logos. So usually when I make one and use that logo for the first time, I usually do fairly well with it, or have at least a rememberable season with it. So I'm interested to see how this season will go. But as you see, Tapu Koko is my first pick. I already told you pretty much why I took this mon. It also gives me a fairy type, gives me electric type. I'm someone who's big on cores, and in power rankings you're gonna see why, or not why, but like how big I am on these cores. So yeah, Tapu Koko, really fun mon, and it fits my playstyle. It's just all out attack. So yeah, let me just go back to here and see my picks that I took next. Okay. So I had back-to-back picks, end of second round to the third round. So with the knowledge that I have in Draft League, usually when you have wheel picks, you want to take not the best Pokemon that you can possibly take, but the best Pokemon in pretty much the next tier that you think could go. So with that knowledge, Slowbro was still on the board, so I could pick it up. I love using Regenerator Mons. They are so much fun, and especially Slowbro being tier 2 is pretty cool because it has great defense, great HP, so it can wall things like Dracovish and wall things like Rain teams, which are going to be coming, and that's going to suck because I hate Rain teams. So this mon is going to be coming most weeks. It's just so versatile, has so much options. Usually you see this thing running things like Teleport, you usually see it running Scald. It's a bunch of fun to just use. And it has a usable special attack, and it has really good defenses. I mean, it's just a regenerator wall. It fits, in my opinion, I think it fits well with Tapu Koko because you can bring Slowbro in and have it teleport into Tapu Koko very reliably, so I can be able to get Tapu Koko in freely, and I can also, if I see like, I don't know, like a fire type or something coming in, I can Volt Switch out into Slowbro. I can do things like that, and it's really cool. And yeah, I mean, it's just a really good defensive tank paired with Tapu Koko. And that's kind of a theme with this team. So what my next pick, I believe, was, let me go to the draft. I should have prepared better for this. Where is it? Here, let me just search my name, and then we'll go off of there. So newest, or no, we should go to oldest then. Oldest. Hold on. So oldest. And then we go all the way. Why are there 3 pages? Games, I said stuff. Why is it only game? Okay, hold on. Newest. They're all in games. Okay, never mind. So let me just scroll all the way up in draft then. Sorry, this is taking a while, but I wanna make sure this is right because I'm pretty sure I know what I picked, but okay. So with the first pick, I picked Coco. Second pick, I picked Slowbro. Okay, so let's. So the next pick is technically this mon. You can see it. It's right here. Technically, I picked Ditto with the third pick, and my reasoning is because it can revenge kill very reliably if it's in, and it can get some intel on sets. It just does so much good things for this team, but my whole game plan got shit on the whole entire time. So I just said screw it. We're gonna make a new team. So technically Ditto is here, but we're gonna just jump into Zarina, which is weird. To definitely go from Tapu Koko and Slowbro to just Zarina next. So Zarina provides rapid spin. That is the big reason why I got it. It has rapid spin support, which is gonna be needed for this team. I think I definitely do have things that don't really want to take the 12.5% or 25% from rocks, or even possibly 50% from rocks. So I'm going to need things that can get rid of rocks reliably, and this was definitely one of those mons. As well as being a grass type, by the way, cores, electric, and fairy go into fairy, dragon, steel, and ground, electric, poison. Water psychic starts water, fire, grass core, and dark fighting psychic core. Yeah. And then Zarina adds to the grass type core. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get some cores, trying to get some members on this team, trying to get everything working. Zarina also has a lot of fun moves it can use. It has a huge 120 attack stat, paired with pretty good defenses. So, yeah, defensive Zarina is a thing. I can run it. And, yeah, I mean, it has Queenly Majesty, which is pretty cool. That's a pretty nice ability because it ignores priority moves, which could be something because it's kind of like a free psychic terrain for it in a way. Not really. But yeah, that's Zarina. Very, very versatile mon. Very huge attack stat. Can do good things. I haven't used Zarina. This is so far the only mon I haven't used, but we have our 2 wheel picks coming up, and I have not used either of them. So let's go with the first one, and that's going to be tier 2 Blissey. Blissey is insanely good now with heavy duty boots. If you don't know, heavy duty boots is just an insane ability. It also gets Serene Grace and Natural Cure, which are 2 really good abilities for Draft League. Yeah, I mean, this mon can run heavy duty boots so well. It's probably one of the best heavy duty boots users, and it doesn't really, like, you wouldn't expect this mon because, like, things like Slowbro and this, they're not weak to rocks. They just don't really want to take that damage. So Blissey being able to run heavy duty boots is going to be so good for me. But the main appeal is definitely its supportive moves. Aromatherapy, Wish, Healing Wish. Please tell me it gets Healing Wish, because that would be really stupid if it didn't. It does. Heal Bell. Teleport is very big. It has status moves. It has Toxic. It has healing. It has rocks. I get my first rocker finally for this team. This mon is just a really good cleric, really good wall, and as you can see, I'm trying to build around Tapu Koko. I'm trying to provide Tapu Koko with some walls so it can reliably get in. As you can see, 2 mons have teleport on this team, so that's gonna be cool. It also gives me a normal type because ghost types, things like Aegislash, I don't know if Aegislash got taken, but like Blacephalon, Aegislash, Gengar, things like that. Things like those 3 mons are going to be running rampant this season, I feel like. So having a good ghost type counter, something that can just come in and opposed to something like, I don't know, like a slacking or some offensive normal type that doesn't really want to take a different hit from a ghost type move, is going to be really nice. So Blissey on this team is going to be nice. And then my 5th pick is Registeel. This draft is going weird. I know a lot of people I don't know if they criticized me, but people were really weirded out why I took Registeel 5th and why I took things like Ditto 3rd. And the thing is, I don't want to call myself good at drafting, but when you get good at drafting, you realize, like, people are going for this, I'm going for this, and there's a chance that they could get this, but there's not as likely as a chance as them getting this. So my brain is like, we gotta take the things that mean most important to my team, besides Halucha, which got sniped, but I digress. Yeah, it's all about taking things that are very important to your team and things that you think are going to get sniped in the next round. So that's why I took Blissey and Registeel both this round. That's why I took Ditto round 3. That's why I took Slowbro round 2. I didn't want to lose those ones because they were very important to my team. But yeah, Registeel has 2 good abilities. Clear Body is going to be nice for just not getting defensive, like, lowered or Spadef lowered. Even attack possibly not being lowered is going to be really nice. But Light Metal is going to be important for things that have Heat Crash, like Caparaja. Things like that. Light Metal is probably going to be coming because I obviously don't want to take... Or no, wait, what am I saying? I don't know. Light Metal might come once or something. Registeel, though, really good defensive stats. 80, 150, 150 bulk is really nice because I can run really mixed defensive sets, or I can just run defensive sets. I already have 3 walls on this team, so literally I can run anything I want pretty much with these mons. And yeah, I mean, Registeel adds a steel type, adds a really good defensive steel type, which I think is more important than offensive steel type, like Caparaja, like I said. So yeah, that's going to be Registeel. So let's move on to my 6th and 7th pick, and as you can see, I have not picked my Mega yet, but my next pick is going to be Gligar. Get faked out. Gligar is really good. I know a lot of people were like, how, like, this mon deserves to be in tier 4. This is a tier 4 mon. To me, I'd say this is tier 3. This would be easily a tier 3, and it was tier 4. So getting Gligar is going to be really nice because it's a really good defensive mon with Eviolite. As you can see with these bulky stats, I mean, even without Eviolite, it's still really, really bulky. I can run leftovers reliably with it. It gets Hyper Cutter and Immunity, which are both really, really good abilities. Things like Intimidate don't work for it. That's going to be really good. And Immunity for things like Sub Salazzle, for just really annoying mons that are just going to spam Toxic on you. It's going to be really nice for Gligar. So I have 2 Pokemon now that can get rid of Poison, which is going to be really nice because I hate Poison, unless it's on my opponents. So Gligar gives me a Defogger and it gives me Rocks. Same for Registeel, except minus the Defog part. But yeah, Gligar is a really good defensive mon. It provides utility with knockoff, has priority with quick attack, Tailwind, U-turn. U-turn is going to be big for this team. Getting momentum is going to be big. So Zarina, Gligar, and Coco all have access to U-turn, I believe. Or at least some way of getting out. The only mon that doesn't have any way of getting out is Registeel. At least, like, getting out in the next Pokemon not taking damage. So that's going to be my first 6. In this very needed format. Where is it? HE. Okay. So let's move on to my 7th pick. And at this point, my whole game plan was just screwed. A lot of mons got taken that I had on my team, or that, like, I had on my team, and then I revamped the team, and then that mon got taken. So I just said, screw it. Let's look on the board for some dragon types, because originally I had Druddigon on this team, and then I was like, it's not really going to work, and I can't just force it on this team. And then I see the Megas, and I see that Mega Latios is still on the board. How? This mon apparently it pairs so well with Coco. It can get rid of some weaknesses that it doesn't like poison types. It can get rid of fellow dragon types. This mon has 110 speed tier, which is pretty good. It's going to be able to outspeed some things. But this mon excels at a wall breaker. 160 special attack and 130 attack. I mean, you could do a bunch of things with those attack stats. This mon is going to be so good for just getting some damage off. and my team doesn't really have a lot of damage taker mons that can deal damage. So Megalodios is going to be especially helpful in that department of our team. I'm just looking for my next picks. Okay, so Megalodios, yeah, very good offensively, but I think it's very underrated defensively. It has, I'm pretty sure, most of Latios's moves, if not all of Latios's moves, meaning it has things like Healing Wish, it has things like Magic Coat, it has Hidden Powers, even though only 2 were listed. It has Defog. Does it have Defog? Yeah, it should. Yeah, it has Defog, has Tailwind, it has, like, pretty much all the status moves. Thunder Wave, Toxic, it has Trick, it has Sub, it has pretty good amount of stuff. It has Roost for recovery. So this mon is very effective on both offensive and defensive sides of the battlefield. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, this just pairs really well with Tapu Koko, which this team is kind of built around Tapu Koko, and Tapu Koko is kind of the main star. So having things that can support it is going to be really nice, and having another offensive breaker to pair alongside Tapu Koko is going to be really nice. So yeah, that's going to be Megalodios. So our next pick, this is the 8th pick, I believe. I saw some of the lower threats being taken, and I was like, crap, I still have some points, and I still have some points. So I was looking at tier 4, and there was a bunch of things that I thought they were maybe better than tier 4, or they just fit the team well, and I've never used some of these mons. The whole team was kind of focused on using mons that I haven't really used, besides Tapu Koko, of course. And yeah, I've never used this legendary. I've never used Moltres. Tier 4 Moltres. Moltres got so much better this generation, of course, with heavy duty boots, giving it access to not take rocks is going to be really nice for Moltres, because now it can U-turn out. It has Flame Body, so 30% chance of burning is going to be really nice, because it can be defensive with like 252, all that fun stuff, and I can mess around with the EVs. Has a usable special attack, so that could be something. It has recovery. It pretty much has everything I need from it. To be honest, it has Toxic, it has Will-O-Wisp, it has Roar, which is going to be really nice for any setup sweepers or any stored power users or something. This mon can definitely live a hit and then get it out, and yeah, it's going to be really nice for the team, for the squad. And you may have noticed, by the way, all my cores pretty much done, I think. I think, Fighting Dark Psychic core is not done yet? Yeah, Fighting Dark Psychic core isn't done. It's gonna be soon though, don't worry about it. So my next mon, you may have noticed, I don't have Hawlucha on this team. I don't have any unburdened mons on this team. When are those gonna come? And we got the first one here, tier 4 Hitmonlee. Wow. I didn't think this would be tier 4, but it is. So I can use it, I guess. Has Unburden, of course, has Reckless, has Limber, 3 really good abilities for certain scenarios. Obviously Unburden has pretty reliable defensive stats, which is going to be really nice if like a special attacker comes in and tries to KO Hitmonlee with like a Psychic or a Dazzling Gleam or a Moonblast or whatever, and I can be able to live that hit and then possibly KO. 87 speed tier is going to be really nice, because that doesn't mean I have to put that much speed investment into Hitmonlee. This mon gets close combat with White Herb, high jump kick, fake out with normal gem, I've seen a lot, but it can also run Electric Seed because of Tapu Koko. So yeah, I mean, this mon's going to be really nice for the team. Going to be able to just provide some damage output, as well as things like Rapid Spin. That's another thing about this mon. This mon also gets Rapid Spin, just like Moltres gets Defog. This mon gets Rapid Spin, which is going to be really nice for the team. And just like I said, there's things on this team that don't really want to take that damage and would rather be healthier. So Hitmonlee providing that support is going to be really nice. So we're down to our last 2 picks because as getting the first pick, you also get the last pick first. So that was really helpful for my next picks. So next we're going to be picking Thievel. Now, this is my tier 5, and I felt like this was my only option I could go in tier 5, mainly because I don't have a dark type, and I wanted to try something new, and Thievel is something new. So, like I said before, I only had 1 Unburden Mon, and before Hitmonlee I had 0. So I was like, I need some Unburden Mons. I need some things that can actually come in and that I would actually use in a game. And this is definitely a Mon that can. I think it's very underrated with its 2 abilities being Unburden and Stakeout. Stakeout, I know, is a really weird ability because the only previous Mon to get it besides from Thievel was like the Donald Trump Pokemon, Gumshoes, and that line. But you didn't really see it often, and with Thievel, this Mon is actually somewhat relevant again in the PU tier, I think, PU/NU tier. It's really good with Stakeout. What Stakeout does is it doubles your attack stat if your opponent's switching. So if I get a good matchup on Thievel and they think I am Unburdened this week, I can just punish them with a kind of measly 87 attack stat. But imagine I'm Specs. Imagine I'm running this. There we go. Imagine I'm running a 300. That's going to double to 600 in a way, kind of, sort of. Yeah, I mean, this mon has pretty good move coverage. It has a lot of moves you wouldn't think it gets. It gets Howl as a way for offensive. I think, right? Where's Howl at? Yeah, Howl. It gets it should get Nasty Plot, yeah. It gets Parting Shot, it gets U-Turn. Yeah, like I said, this team, I love momentum, and I just picked another Mon that gets momentum. So, yeah, Thievel's going to be really nice for this team. 90 speed tier, very similar to Hitmonlee. So it means I can run more HP, run more investment in different stats. That's going to be really nice. And yeah, it's just an Unburden Mon that's going to be really good. And that's Fighting Dark, Psychic Core done. Electric Ground Poison is almost done. We still need 1 Mon. We still need a Ghost type. Fire Water Grass is done. And Fairy Dragon Steel is done. So I only need a Ghost and a Poison type. And guess who had 120 points left, enough to get a tier 2? Me. So we're picking up Gengar. Gengar is good. It is good. I don't care what you say about this Mon. It can run many sets, many underrated sets, many obvious sets. 130 special attack is going to be really nice. It can break walls, and it can also sweep, which is like even better. That's like a side bonus for it. Unfortunately, it doesn't have leftovers. Oh my god, Levitate. Unfortunately, it doesn't have Levitate like it did in Gen 7. However, Curse Body I think is still really good because if you get that 30% chance on a Specs Mon or a Choice Mon, I guess, that forces a switch out for your opponent pretty much, and it can give you an easier switch in. It can give you momentum in a good way. So yeah, I mean, Curse Body is really good. It has very Gengar-y stuff. Has knockoff, which is going to be cool. Haze. Reflect type. Oh god, this could be fun. Trick is great for crippling. I mean, yeah, I mean, this Mon is just Gengar. It does Gengar-y things. I don't know. It got Hidden Power back. Does this Mon get Signal Beam? No. So then it didn't get Signal Beam stuff. But still, I mean, this Mon got a huge buff because this is National Dex AG. So unfortunately, we can't use things like Tabu Koko, Surging Strike, the electric fun move. But still, I mean, a lot of Mons here can take advantage of the newly added moves like Hidden Power back and Pursuit back. I mean, Gengar can't, but whatever. That's not the point. The point is this is gonna be an interesting season. I didn't even talk about my Z captains. Okay, hold on. Let me talk about my Z captains. So Moltres is one of my Z captains. For 20 points, we had 75 points in total, I believe. So Moltres was one of my obvious ones. This mod has so much coverage. It has Flying Rock, Psychic Fire, Flying, and that's it. It has 5 coverage moves, I guess. It can do a lot of things. It has Ghost coverage too, so 6. Yeah, I mean, this mod has just so much good coverage and grass coverage. Alright, yeah. Alright. Don't need to show off. Yeah, I mean, Moltres is just going to be really incredible for taking advantage of Z-moves. The 50% is going to suck. It could suck because of, I mean, I could come in and then just instantly die because I have too little health. But I can roost up. I can do that. But yeah, I mean, this mod hits hard. 125 special attack is nothing to laugh at. At first, I was going to put Gengar as my other second Z user because, like Moltres, this mod has very good coverage. But the more I thought about it, the more it didn't make any sense when I had Tapu Koko on this team. Tapu Koko has 115 attack, 95 special attack, it has its own Z move, and it has very good move coverage. It has Flying Fairy, Electric, Grass, Normal, Steel, more Electric, Bug. It has really, really good coverage with a high attack stat that can take advantage of the Electric Surge. It would be stupid for me not to use it. So, I mean, I have to. I mean, it's my number one. So, yeah, that's going to be my team. My team is very interesting, I think. I wouldn't say it's the best team. I wouldn't do that. But I think this team is solid. I think it can make a run. And, you know, that's the goal. The goal is to win the whole thing. So, why wouldn't I make a good team? Why would I try to make a good team? So, yeah, that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you're ready for PRs, because that's going to be a whole mess in itself. So, yeah, have a good day, everyone, and peace out, boys.